Certo? Ah, foi. Let's go, let's go. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. Não, não começou. Tô falando sozinho. Just a second. Yeah. Have a delay. Hello, YouTube, everybody here. We are here to talk in English, speak in English, and practicing English in the morning. Uh, Everybody is students of in English, and we have a platform, talking, and it's a place to practice in English every day, every you can. Okay, let's go with the questions. Today we are talking about scam. Okay, Sandro, please, can you explain with your words how would you define the term scam to someone who is not familiar with it?
Okay, scan, I understand scan as a way to trick others to gain money to you in a not in a properly way. I think there are some kinds of scams that people invented to just to gain money. I think that's the main point to gain advantages or something like that. But it's an illegal way, in an illegal way. I think that's the main point, in my opinion, that defines the scams.
Okay, thank you, Sandro. Good point. Donna, can you describe?
Good morning, everyone. So yes, I agree with Sandro. I think it's when someone do wrong thing to deceive another to gain advantage, maybe. Maybe it's money. It's very common about money, but I understand it's possible other things like access with WhatsApp, for example. Maybe it's only to receive to buscar, to search, no search information, other information, maybe. That's it.
Yes, good job. Halini,
Hi
good morning.
guys. Good morning. I didn't know this word, so I searched about that, and the Cambridge Dictionary says is dishonest plan for making money or getting advantage, and it involves only involves tricking people. That's it.
That's it. That's it. Here, I agree with you, everybody. Scam is a word describe when personal people try to have one advantage with uh, treats to, I don't know, enganar.
The save.
Yeah, yeah. The personalities try to use your goods to get advantage. Yeah, like I said. I guess in the internet is common have this because that I bring this subjective. Yeah. Let's go to the second. in your opinion, what make people vulnerable to falling in scam? I don't know. I guess the internet maybe people is having anxious to when see some propaganda, see some ad for and or clicking in a mail, false email about something or message is personal. People are vulnerable because your data is disposed on internet. You don't know how information the robbers have of you, because that's I guess people is vulnerable if fail in scam, because when you when they have intention, the criminal have intention to did do something for you, something bad. You don't know how information this criminal have. That's it. What's your opinion about Sandro? In your opinion, what make people vulnerable to falling in scam?
I think the main point is lack of information. For example, when we receive a SMS, is supposed about your a bank account, asking for information. Oh, your bank account was blocked. Click here to solve the problem. Then you are directing to a phishing or I don't know, a website, a fake website about the bank to steal your information. And people believe that is true, but it's not true. And for example, talking about banks, there are a lot of advertisements about the banks to not that they don't ask for information, they don't send private messages to this kind of private messages, and people sometimes don't know about this. So lack of information could is one way to it is a harmful way to lose your data or something like that. And another point is for example, the organized crime now is very organized, is very elaborated. Sometimes when they call, it really seems a call center. There are music, there are there are all the environment.
Song, environment song.
Yes, that's perfect. A call center, so it can deceive us to commit mistakes or believe in the trick. That's it. I think that there are a lot of ways to believe in this kind of scams.
Sometimes the scam is too elaborated. Then the person now the user become anxious to click is solve the problem, see. And yes, when you click or download something, yeah, it's too late. Too late. Need to pay attention. Donna, your opinion.
Sandro, have you ever called for them?
No, I already received calling about a supposed call center, but I never.
Alright.
Sometimes I received messages to solve the problem, call in this 0800, but I never called back. But
Alright.
I already received this kind of scams.
Yeah, and nowadays it's very common. Every day I receive a SMS about this. You bought something, for example, 3,500 reais in in Amazon, for example, and if you all right, it's okay. If you don't remember for this, call for 0800 0800. So, oh my gosh, I don't know if I bought something like 3,000. Oh my gosh, it's very expensive, you know. And in the first moment, then I received the, oh my gosh, I don't know. I think I didn't do this. So, but is 0800 is very professional, no, for me, yes. And this moment, no, it's a scam. I understand like this, but my mother-in-law, how do you say this, caiu in this scam, and in this moment she asked, she called, she said for them all information about the bank. It's a big problem, but she remember in the moment that realized that it's a scam. Oh my gosh, no, sorry, I will talk about this with my manager bank, and the call of the bank and the explanation, the situation, and it's possible to block the account in the ATM. ATM. And that's it. And but like you said, Sandro, I think the susceptible, no, the vulnerable people, vulnerable, it's lack of information, like you said, and the other, it's the people want to be to greed again advantage, because sometimes you receive the SMS with information livelo. You have many points, and if you want to receive money with this, click here, and you want to receive the money, and you have a greed, I think.
Exist a lot of scams today. You said about your mother. I guess I know other people that almost, and people that pay because have a trait about your family is have a problem with money and need help, yeah, or trait about people that is not in your home, and you say this knapped, yeah, and it said, oh, I'm here with your daughter, yeah, please please give money for, because if you don't pay money, your daughter will kill it or something. Yeah, this personality that don't pay attention with that. Yeah, I know about personality that have don't have don't have children, don't have anything, but this can said, oh, I'm here with your daughter. Oh yeah, these people said in give this conversation long. Oh yeah, you
Yes,
are.
go ahead. Kill her.
No. Oh my God, you are with my daughter. Oh my, what my daughter is using? Oh, what happened? he make a long this conversation, and he left. in the end, oh, I know, don't have daughter. It was funny because this personal said, I think, and it was informated about scams. Yeah, it's important to be informated about scams to avoid these 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 calls, I guess. Aline, in your opinion, what make you vulnerable, you people vulnerable to falling scams? And number three is here we are talking about some idea.
Num
Yeah,
Sorry, number 3 or 2?
yeah.
Sorry,
Number one,
sorry.
number two, the first.
Okay, okay. Um, I believe everyone is vulnerable because our life is crazy. So many times we are making more than one task for per time. So it's common you attend some call or talk with other people, making other things. So I think this kind of things make you vulnerable. But of course, how Sandro said, the scammer, the Brazilian scammer, is really creativity. They use a lot of things, a lot of new things every day. They discover some approach to to talk with you. Sometimes they use real information about you. Um, Sometimes they get the right people in the right moment. Uh, I with AI actually they can use your own voice to talk with your father or your mother, your parents, and I think that they are more sophisticated all the time. And I heard recently in a famous restaurant, I don't know if here in São Paulo, someone pasted a new QR code. That restaurant used QR code to the customers pay the bill, and they someone subscribe the QR code in all tables in the restaurant, and for one day many people pay for the wrong account, the wrong bank account, because they don't pay attention. They didn't pay attention, and the QR code it was wrong. So I think they really creativity to 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 discover a new approach every day. So I think sometimes you probably will get in a scam.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes we have some attempt to following to failing scams. Do you think a criminal have much information about us? To Aline, internet.
Sorry, repeat, please.
Do you believe criminals have much information about us after
Yes. Yes.
before I give a scan? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I believe they have a lot of information about us. Main codes. We need to subscribe. We don't need, but sometimes we subscribe in a lot of platforms, and that data isn't safe in the most time. So I heard a lot of history about our data in how can I say that, in a like a submundo of
Dark
internet,
web.
dark web, on dark web. So I don't know how we can protect us, our data, because sometimes we really need to subscribe in a bank or in a government platform. So that data is so sensible, and sometimes they talk says a lot about us and can use for a scammer, for example.
Yeah, I agree with you. Totally agree. I guess we are the generation that wasn't was not educated about online scam. Yeah, so one of the first generation that need to understand online scam by ourselves, I guess. Don't have education on school about this. Need
One
to. Oh, go ahead.
one thing it's very interesting, like Aline said about this information subscribed in the link, anything, for example, it's difficult sometimes for me because maybe you all it's possible can help me about this. When I need to subscribe in sites, whatever, and you need to put my information. And I know we have LGBT here in Brazil, but you need to accept all terms without because if you don't accept these terms, it's impossible to have access the information, for example, in the site. But okay, only a click, and I have never read the term, but because I want the information, and if you don't accept, you don't have the information. So I don't know. It's difficult, no?
Yes, but I think the point is for example, our information, some information of ours is on the dark web, but it's not in a legal way. For example, LinkedIn already your data in LinkedIn already stolen in a cyber attack. So some information from some users on LinkedIn are in the dark web. Spotify too. A lot of companies, great companies, big companies, has data stolen. So that's why a lot of information are in the dark web. You know, and we can't control this. It's impossible. It's a risk when we are on the internet, subscribed in many platforms, in many websites. It's a risk we can't control because cyber attack.
Yeah,
It's impossible to avoid. Companies work
that,
on it, but there is there is always be a risk. For example, I know that my one one information of mine are on the dark web, but I have a feature on my antivirus that can monitorar. That's I know this, and I'm trying to be careful how they are using this information. My email, for example. But I can't control. I know that's on the dark web, but I don't know what
Not
people
much,
can do about this.
not much to do. What's happening? You need to pay attention
Yeah.
again. If your name is used that is used to some criminal things or
Yeah.
or make
and
get money for a bank and like that.
and that's a good point. So sometimes we forget companies are always victims of scams. So how Sandra said, they suffering cyber the cyber security suffer sometimes, and once I bought a shower in the start when the pandemic started. My mom needed a shower, and I bought one in Casas Bahia. And I bought in the Casas Bahia in the right website, and the shower. My mom received that shower, but after that, after some hours after that, I received a lot of messages with someone trying to buy things with my credit card. But in that occasion, I used temporary number to buy this. So when I open my credit card, my credit card canceled this this I don't know how can I say that, but my own credit card canceled this because they identify it's a wrong compra. How can I say that?
It was
buy.
a fraud. It was a fraud.
Yeah, they identify. So sometimes the big companies can't prevent this. So it's a big problem. It's a really big problem.
Yeah, I mean, in the law, don't do much. The LGPD don't do because it's not it's the way that have rules to companies don't maintain your data for a long time, and if you want to know how data the company have about you, with LGPD is possible. But in case of the data leaks, in case of data leaks, not much to do. The company was a victim, and you don't have, you are a victim too. Third part of victim. It's complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the LGPD it's useless, and the company were never punished about this. No, because I'm sure that they sell my data all the time. It's terrible, no, because we have the law, but it's not work. It's not
Yeah,
works
not
very
work.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Alina said, Alina uh, bought something, have bought a shower about in the right site website, but the lakes of data is happen in the middle of way. Yeah, she don't know why. You receive a lot of spam like a scam. I guess it exists a lot of kinds of scam. I know these days about one scam that you receive a message, you make something in a right website, but this website is have you received a mail, and you go to unsubscribe in this email. In this moment, you receive some kind of scam. Have a lot, I guess. Let's go to number 4. Yeah, what are some common red flags that make you suspicious of cell phone? In my case, I don't attend to more calls of stranger personalities that is not on my contacts. Yeah, it's difficult, but I try to don't receive the call. Don't try to go after on the internet and looking for information about this number. If it's important, you call again. For me, because it's difficult. I have received a lot of calls that I agreed it was a scam, and I make I register my number on this website of customers to avoid some calls, but is even though it's possible to receive. Yeah. Okay, Bruno, what do you think about what are some common red flags to make you suspicious of phone call?
Well, I'm really for you all. I'm so innocent about this. Every time I receive a message, and but also I received a phone call about the research link on COVID vaccination, maybe, and ask me a lot every question about this COVID, the vaccination. So, and in this moment, the boy asked me about the number. I send for you number, protocol number, and you need to tell me about this number. But in this moment, I don't know what's happened, and I think, but he needs to tell me the number, the protocol number. No, I needed to information. But you know the number, no, you receive in the SMS, and you tell me. No, it's wrong in my mind. I don't know. I asked for my husband this moment. He wanted the number, but I understand that they need to tell me the number. No, I needed to tell the number. So in this moment, my husband said for me, no, hung up the call because it's a scam. All right. And in this moment, I hung up. But I think you needed more pay attention. I need more pay attention about this flag red, but it's sometimes difficult to understand that flag red. No, sometimes when I want to buy something in site that I know, I unknow. I search in Reclame Aqui, and I read the suggestion. Maybe it's helped me a lot.
Okay, Bruno, thank you for all your opinion. In my case, I don't answer more more calls. That's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the people. If I have a problem, I try to solve by myself. Because I have a lot of in the 2 days ago, like I said about COVID, about any kind of calls. Nowadays, it's more difficult. If I receive a call about something, I try to go on by myself on the company, see if have something. Sandro, in your opinion, what are common red flags?
I think when people call you asking for information, for me, I usually hang up in a polite way, sometimes in an unpolite way, impolite, not unpolite, impolite way. But it's necessary sometimes, and I think that's the main red flag that warns us about a scam. I also have an app called Truecaller. Truecaller is for free. There is a premium feature for free by Claro that identifies spams and even the name of the company that they are calling you, and people
Suspicious calls.
and
know.
I turn on the feature to block calling spam callings, so I don't receive so many callings during the day because they are blocked. But I remember when I have not the app installed on my cell phone, I received a lot of callings during the day. It was very boring, very boring. But sometimes there is this feature that I use, and it helps. It helps to know how the purpose of the calling sometimes.
Yeah, I have a law that was changed about calling for companies that do propaganda. I guess is more hard today to scammers make a scam. Yeah.
Yes, I subscribe this feature too.
Yeah.
It's a kind of government feature. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I subscribed there.
Yeah, but today is regulated.
Yeah.
Only call if you like I said, if you people don't answer, don't want to receive calling, subscribe. I don't remember the name. I guess it's not perturbing, something
I
like
don't
that.
remember too.
Yeah. Okay, Aline, what's some red flags?
Okay, as you said, I don't use to call. I don't use to answer calls, so I don't know much about. But I agree with Sandro, because I think some red flag is when someone is trying to get you something free, for example. I think it's a really red flag. And when they ask you for sensitive information, I think that's the main red flags for me.
Yeah, when the person when they receive a call and the other side asking of sensitive information is maybe when you make a call you can give information, but when the other call for you is a red flag. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem nowadays is that they use 0800 and you call for them, and at this moment you call and they ask your information, and I don't know, your emotions it was abalado, so and they ask your information and you
Yeah.
said
You
all
need
things.
you need to have the right 000 0800. Yes, you need to have the right, because if you call for wrong, you are catching this on this scam. Okay, it's a trap. How do you usually check the legitimacy of website before making online purchase? Yeah. What's your opinion, Bruna?
Well, like I said, I think I anticipated this information. I used the Reclame Aqui to consult the information about this company, about the link, and they have the other, I think, no, this other site, it's government, it's about the government too, and I use it to only to reclamation, to make reclamation about the wrong things of the specific company. But it's common I use the Reclame Aqui and search the opinion of the other consumers. Only this.
Do you go for the bad opinion? I go right to the bad opinion because the good opinion. Oh, this company is good. I go to
No, yeah, it's you don't use this, no. It's not okay, okay. But in Reclame Aqui, I think it's very common when you have a problem, you go there specific site and make a reclamation. That's it.
yeah. And you, Sandra, how do you check the legitimacy of website before make online purchase?
Yes, I usually search for the reputations company on Reclame Aqui, and there are another sometimes Google rates scores the reputation of the company too. I usually go to what kind of reclamations they are talking about. For example, all I already search for English courses, for example. English courses, for example, Open English. Open English is there are a lot of reclamations because it's very hard to cancel the subscription. That's the only point that's very hard about the company. There are some niches, some specific groups of reclamations that there are not about the reputation of the company, or there are scam or something like that. I always try
Yeah.
to drill down the information and to understand what are people are not
Reclaiming.
satisfied about the company.
I'm the same than you. I use like you, Bruna. The Reclame Aqui is very good website. Is one thing is good for us, and I go try to understand what people are make a reclamation. Yeah. Aline, and you, what do you do for before they make your purchase online?
I think, as Bruna said, when I will buy in a website for the first time, I think Reclame Aqui is it's a good strategy, because sometimes you can read some complaint about, oh, I never received my purchase, for example. So that's a red flag. Probably the company don't exist, or it's a scam. But I when I need to put my uh, sensitive information about me, I used to check the URL, URL, because sometimes you click in a link, and this send you for other websites, and sometimes you put information thinking you are in a government website, and you are in a other. So sometimes I check this before to put some information. And of course, I always buy in the same company, in the same website, and I know the visual, and I know how is the journey, the pavement journey to put my information. So sometimes when something is different, I suspected this, but I think this is my main strategy to avoid.
Yes, I remember. Very nice. I mean, because I remember on the top of the web page, top left, there is a lock when the website is safe, and the beginning is HTTPS, not HTTP. HTTPS means that it was a safe website.
Yeah,
I
certificated.
I always looking for this too. When I before the research, I when in the process I always look on the top left side.
Yeah, one thing that I used to do, I don't go on website by link that I receive on my mail. I go online and look for information. I every time when I need to buy something, I used to buy using privacy of browser, privacy web, because that have a privacy in private is a option to you, that your browser don't save your information. Yeah, is anonymous. Okay, I go use anonymous with I and try to understand what to look information about website and on on recommend key, or I try to see IP if you, depends on the if your website is known or is a website new for me. If it's new, I try to look for more information. See the IP. I go to see the address of company. I try to understand what's happening with company. One time I guess 10 years ago, when I 10 no not so much, 5 years ago, when I was buying a TV, yeah, television, have a one price, so good, yeah, so good. And I see that the price is like a mid of the real price. Yes, is a sale, yeah, sale. And I think it is like a scam, and I call for company. Yeah, what do you think? Do you? It's possible I go to store by my I know presente, né? Myself go to the store, physical store, to buy, and this company try to avoid. Oh no, it's not possible. After the 2 or 3 days, I looking for information and discover a lot of people have problem with this delivered off this company. Yeah, it's a scam. Have a federal Polícia Federal investigated this company because it's a scam. I almost was catch this scam. Yeah, that's it, guys. Everybody, anyone have an opinion about? Can answer some question? It's open it. Luna? can talk about? No? Ali? Okay. I will finish this conversation today. I guess it's good to talk about this. Each one have opinion, have techniques to avoid. Try to avoid the scams. It's important. It's important. Have one question here. Don't have time. It's important teach the others, teach the older people, because I guess it's more vulnerable to fail in scam. And that's it, guys. Thank you, Sandro, Bruna, Aline. You're welcome to come here more time to talk.
Thank you, Leandro.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll
With
Bruna.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Bruna.
Bruna's turn.
Espero todos aqui. Viu, Aline?
Yeah,
Venha.
yeah.
Sexta-feira é difícil,
Vai
mas a
sim.
gente vai dar certo.
See you. Até mais,
See you
galera.
soon. Bye, bye.
See you.